everyone, in anticipation of the coming Lunar New Year, we're making tteokguk, or rice cake soup. In Korea, this easy and delicious soup is one of the most common things eaten in celebration. If you want to celebrate too, join us. The only special ingredient you will need is rice cakes. You can buy them or make them along with us using a recipe from Ian Kitchen that's super easy and delicious. Let's get started. First, we will make the rice cakes. While not hard or technical, they do take a bit of time. In a bowl, combine 100 grams of water, 60 grams of AP flour, and 2 grams of salt. Mix this really well and let rest for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, cover it with plastic wrap and microwave for 1 minute. Take it out and check to see if all the flour has cooked. If there are spots that haven't, mix it and microwave another 30 seconds. If it is all cooked, flatten out the top and form a hole in the middle and microwave another 30 seconds to cook away extra water. When ready, scoop it out and onto tapioca starch. We have 50 grams of starch that we're going to mix into the dough. Roll and fold, grab and squeeze, or knead like bread. It doesn't really matter how, just keep going until it's all together. And don't worry, it will. Once all the starch is mixed in, shape into your desired thickness. Wrap in plastic and freeze at least 1 hour. In the meantime, we'll prepare everything else. First is white beef bone broth. This one comes in a 4:1 concentrate, so 1 part broth and 4 parts water. If you can't find white bone broth, you can substitute with any high quality beef broth. Next, slice a quarter of an onion and do the same with 5 cloves of garlic. Then slice some Korean leek or scallion on a bias for a garnish. And Scallion says Happy Valentine's Day everyone! Next, we need 1 scrambled egg. And finally, 200 grams of ground beef seasoned with 20 grams of soy sauce, 10 grams of sugar, 5 grams of mirin, 5 grams of sesame oil, and a pinch of pepper. You can use any protein you want, even tofu, or leave it out completely. Up to you. After the 1 hour is up, grab your rice cake log from the freezer, unwrap, and slice it. A thin slice bias is pretty and traditional, but however you want is okay. Once finished, move to the stove. Place the pot on medium heat and once simmering, add the onion, garlic, and rice cake. Simmer for 5 minutes and adjust the seasoning as needed. Then, in a non-stick pan on medium heat, add a small amount of oil and cook the egg in a thin, even layer. Once cooked, set aside and cook the ground beef. Stir and break it up into smaller pieces, and once it is brown and yummy looking, it's done. Next, cut the egg into pretty ribbons. Last step is to plate it. Portion out some of the soup and rice cakes. Then add a bit of the ground beef, egg, roasted seaweed, and finally scallions. And here is our version of tteokguk with homemade rice cake, ready to celebrate the Lunar New Year. The soup is delicious and the rice cake turned out really great. We highly recommend you try them. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned to see what will we cook next.